Welcome to JGod Gaming. Today I'm talking about a lot of the leaks that have been coming out for the Call of Duty World War II video game. Mainly the multiplayer that's supposed to be coming out November 3rd. The main topics I wanted to discuss were the camos, the different emotes that'll be available, potential theater mode, Scorestreaks, and then also the maps that should be available as well. If you're only interested in one particular area out of any of these ones that I'm going to be discussing, you can go ahead and check in the description and I'll have links for those, so you can just conveniently click on whatever area that interests you the most. If not, otherwise you could just watch the entire video. That's completely up to you. So the first one I wanted to talk about was the different maps that we should be seeing in the actual release of the game. There's supposed to be a total of 13 standard maps that you should be seeing, and there's going to be 4 specifically for the war mode. So as we go through for the standard maps, you're going to see Paris has been recently released, where you've seen some footage of that in London, and then they're going to have USS Texas, which should be a battleship, the Caratan, which is supposed to be that pre-order release if you have the season pass, and then there's a bunch of other ones that maybe we're not really familiar with, and they're going to have the 4 that we used as well. So you're going to have Gibraltar, Ardennes Forest, Point du Hoc, and then they're going to have Aachen, as well as a few others. So all together there's going to be a total of 13 on release. I've seen some comments that people were concerned that maybe that's too little, too much, not enough, whatever the case is. The normal maps that most of the time they release is around 13, so this is right on the money. With the additional 4 that are going to be released in the war mode, this is a plus. So you're going to have a total of 17 maps at launch, which is pretty much record-breaking. The most that I've seen before, if I can recall, is 16 maps at one time was released, and the fewest is around 10. So right around 13 for the standard maps is great, and then 4 for the war mode is going to be awesome. The next section I wanted to talk about was the different score streaks that are going to be available in the full release, or at least expected to be in the full release. We don't know 100% for sure, but based off what the information that's been leaked, there should be a total of about 18 score streaks in total in the full build of the game. We only saw about 12 of them in the beta, so no matter which beta you played on, whether it was the Xbox, the PlayStation consoles, or you did the PC beta, no matter what, you only experienced a maximum of 12. But there's plenty of other ones that weren't released that people were able to find through the leaks. One of those is going to be the advanced UAV, or some kind of recon plane in that sense. It's going to serve as an advanced UAV that we've become accustomed to. So I'm very glad they included this one, because this is definitely a fan favorite, especially for people that really enjoy getting high score streaks, kill streaks, whatever point streaks. They're also going to have some kind of airstrike, care package, which we've seen. They're also going to have a counter UAV, which is awesome. That fills that gap. We're going to see how some of these things work out balance-wise. They're also going to have attack dogs. So we'll kind of see how that works, because hopefully it's like how they did it before, because those attack dogs were really fun. Call them in and you just get a really good a bunch of kills stack up from that. Another one is going to be the emergency airdrop or care package. What we're going to see from that is maybe it comes in a lot faster, maybe it comes in multiple times. I don't know, we don't really know. It's the first time having 2 sets of care packages. Maybe this one you can actually swap out what's in it. I don't know. They're going to be different ones. There's going to be a V2 rocket, which is supposed to be like a big, glide bomb that we saw in the game. There's going to be the Molotov cocktails, paratroopers, the ball turret gunner, which that one's going to be really new. We've seen some leaks of that one already, so we kind of already knew that one's going to be a really high score streak, but we'll see how it actually plays out in the game. There's going to be the standard recon plane, which we saw a lot of, artillery barrage, flamethrowers, flat guns. We'll see how those work. I think those are supposed to be for anti-air, from what I remember. And then we're also going to have a fighter pilot, which we saw, and then fire bombing runs. So maybe that'll be like fire where it burns the floor and you kind of are unable to walk in those areas. So that's as far as score streaks. No nuke has been confirmed or denied 100% yet, so I'm really excited to see what the actual full game actually has, because at the end of the day we won't know until they full release it. They want to keep some little secrets for themselves. But just reading through a lot of these different things, I'm just more excited about all the different potential things that we didn't get a chance to experience. I enjoyed the beta as it was, so for them to add more content to it is just going to be more and more exciting, more fun, more levels. And that gets me to my next thing. Camos. This is going to be a huge hot topic when it comes to talking about the video game, but I wanted to go through some of them just because they do show a little bit of progression. The last I saw, there was about 30 different camos for your guns, and different ones ranging from, you know, fire skulls to leopard to gold, diamond, chrome, tiger, bronze, rattlesnake. So there's a lot of different ones. We'll see how they actually look on the guns, whether they take the full approach where they cover the entire gun or they just cover certain elements. And then there's different zombie ones that were released as well, which sound like hopefully they'll be exclusive to zombies, but we don't know until the full game releases. I think they want to try and keep as accurate as possible while still being fun. So at the end of the day, we just really have to see what's going to make the most sense. The next one I want to talk about, which is probably a concern to a lot of people that want the historical accuracy and we're tired of having, you know, the podiums at the end, or winner circle as it's called in the game. They found over 40 different emotes. You know, we had the other ones in the game where they were just saying good game, you raise your hand or you clap or whatever the case is. But 40, there seems like a lot. Some, you know, they're standard saluting. They're supposed to be slitting their throat, so making that gesture. But I don't know if they're going to be able to put that in the game. But maybe they will. As far as other ones go, they're supposed to be like a face palm, something fantastic. So I don't know what that's going to look like. But there's 40 of them. There's a lot of them. We're going to see them when they come out. Probably most of them are going to be in supply drops. None of them will probably be unlocked through doing specific tasks. So we'll see those as time goes on. And I'm sure people will be posting the funnest ones that they have. That's pretty much on that. Those aren't too interesting in my opinion. The next thing I want to talk about was the changes that I noticed in the supply drops. There's also an added rarity that they added to the supply drops. Previous games we had an epic version, a legendary, a rare, and a common. At least that was in Infinite Warfare. They added a fifth one, which is heroic. I guess the highest one is going to be epic, and the next one's going to be heroic, then legendary, then rare, then common. This shows me that maybe there's going to be a lot of supply drop stuff because they just added a complete other category. So we'll see how this works out. If this is going to be a bad thing or a good thing, it's too soon to tell. Supply drops are always another tricky topic, so we'll see when it comes out. One of the last things that was found out was potential theater mode. Theater mode hasn't been in the game for many years as far as in a usefulness. A lot of times their response is that you should just use your share button that either the PS4 has or the Xbox. And for some people that's good enough, and for some people they'd rather prefer to see the actual, you know, have the recording theater that they can watch. So some of the theater references might be in regards to the viewing theater that there's going to be available inside the actual headquarters where you can watch esporting events. But potentially the mode could just be a found because they use old code when they transfer it over the new stuff before they start changing and modifying to fit the game's current build. So that's really up in the air. We'll see. I have my fingers crossed on how good this game's going to be. I'm really hyped for it. I'm kind of counting down the time. I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 recently, as you've seen in my recent videos. As you can imagine, I'm enjoying that game a lot, but I'm still excited, a COD fan, and really hyped for this new game going to be coming out. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Remember, those things are always free. I'm just getting started on making tons of content, and I've already put out over 50 videos, so I'd really like to grow my channel so I can reach a wider audience, but also so that my content's rewarding and helpful to people that watch it. So if you're liking the videos, go ahead and click the like button. If you want to be up to date with all the new videos I put out, go ahead and subscribe. And then if you want to help me out, I don't care if you give me negative feedback or positive feedback, it doesn't matter. I want to get better at making content and becoming a content creator for Call of Duty, Destiny, and whatever other games come out that I enjoy. If you can help me out with that, I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you and have a great day.